so shall my words go forth out of my mouth, and only do what I sent it for. Have you heard that saying? We always saying something, we always decreeing something, but are you conscious and aware of what you are saying? Whatever word you are releasing from your mouth, do you sit down to take stock, or do you listen to yourself? Or you only speak? If you are not listening or not paying attention or not being conscious of the words you are saying, and I want to bring it to your attention today, that every word that you say, every word that comes out of your mouth, go forth and produce a fruit. It doesn't go out and come back void. It's a spell. We spell, we create, we are always releasing a spell. Whatever, that is why it's even written. Spelling. When you start writing, you start with spelling. No one just starts to write. We are taught to start spelling. Learn the alphabet. What do we learn the alphabet? To be able to spell. Every word that is you are saying, you are spelling, you are creating a spell. You are releasing a word out there. Some of us do not believe it, that we are casting spell, that the casting spell is just for witch doctors, it's for some people, it's a bad word. No, you are always creating and releasing spell into atmosphere. And whatever spell, what spell does is, you speak the thing and it goes and it produces. It's a seed. Whatever seed you throw out there, it will come back to you. Either birds pick on it, or it find a fertile ground, a place, it will always come back to you. So I want you to watch your words. It has always been said that whatever you say is a seed, and it will come back to you in tenfold. So you need to watch your words. I said this year, your words are what will create you. Your words are what will make you. Your words are what has always brought you to where you are today. If you don't want to believe it, just sit down tight, take a stock, go into a quiet mood, and watch your life from day one. Wherever you can begin from, see the things that you have said, the things that you want, the things that you've put out there are the things that you are bringing. If you ever said, I want to get married, you've gotten married at this age. Or that unless you've put something in between that, you always say, oh, I never want to get married because people who get married, or men who are married, or people are married, they've been maltreated, and I never want to get married. And you get to a point and you want to get married and you're asking yourself, why am I not getting anyone? Why am I not being married? Have you forgotten? Where my awakening came is when I started realizing that my words are powerful, and everything I say, I've realized and I've taken stock, and I realized, wow, everything that I said is happening or has happened. When I said I want to get married at age 25, it happened. When I said I want to buy a house in a year, I bought it. When I said I want to have this number of children, I had it. I wanted to travel at this age, it happened, and I'm realizing, no, I have control. I create, I manifest, I say, and it comes to pass. The things I've decreed, the things I have said are happening. So I want you to sit down and start realizing that your words are powerful. When you are in a state where the mood is not good, if you don't want it to happen, I think you better not say it, because it will always happen. You think it will take time, but it will always happen. They say whenever you throw a ball up, it will always come back. It's the same as our words. When you sit down and start taking stock of every declaration, sometimes it might take long, and you say this doesn't work, but I promise you, if you start having the habit of being conscious in that awareness of state, do not just open your mouth and say things or declare things. When you are angry, the best thing for you is to be quiet, because you say something out of anger and you regret it later. It's not only maybe you are angry, you say something and you have to apologize to it. No, the consequences of what we say are more devastating than the anger that we were in at that stage. So I want you to become more conscious of the things that you say when you are angry, when you are happy, when you are joyful. You need to start listening to yourself. And I want you to know that you are the creator of your own life, especially with your words. The moment you begin to grow the moment you start being aware of your consciousness, of your own words, taking responsibility of your own actions. That is when you start creating your life. But when we are young, our parents create us. Their words, their spoken words, groom us, turn us into what we have become. But when you get to a state of awareness, of maturity, of awakening, you stop eating fish, you stop eating milk, and then you start eating bones. That is when you start taking responsibility of your life. You need to start using the same words to reshape your life. Our life is just like the computer. It has been programmed. We have been programmed from childhood. We have been programmed with consciousness of our parents, the state at which they were, the state at which they were when we were growing. Some of them were happy, some of them were not happy, some of them spoke to us in anger. Those things are what made us today. But when you start growing up and when you become aware in the state of consciousness, you are the one in charge. You are the computer programmer. You are the programmer of your own life. You need to start taking responsibility and reprogram that computer. The computer has been made just how man has been created. That computer was created by someone and has been programmed before you buy it into your house. That is an example. And when you get your point and you don't like things on it, or it's full, or the memory is full, you reprogram that computer. It's the same way you can reprogram yourself. You don't have to let that computer be overrunning and slowing down your life, slowing down things that you need to do. You need to take it to the computer engineer or whoever to reprogram. For the same way you can get yourself reprogrammed, you are capable and you are able to create your own destiny from the time you realize that this is not you, this is not who you want to be, and this is what you want to become. So you need to start taking responsibility. The day we stop blaming our parents, we stop blaming people in our life for bringing us to where we are, is the day we find liberty. It's the day we start feeling liberated. It's the day we are awakened. It's the day our life begins to transform. But when we remain on how bad things have been, where we have been, the state, what people have done to us, we remain bound to the mind, to the life they have enslaved us to. But when you start taking responsibility, begin to realize, begin to take responsibility of your own life, your life begin to change. And I want to see it transform. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm glad you are here. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Keep creating the life you want.